I'm working on the 1880's Edmund Valintine Parlor guitar. One cool and unique part of this guitar is the tuners. The shaft of the tuners, where the string is wound, is made up of two parts: a hollow sleeve, which has a sliding pinned joint to a shaft inside. The hole for the string goes through both of these parts slightly off-center, and by pulling on the knurled knob attached to the gear, you disengage the gear from the worm and can lock the string in place while you quickly wind it around the post. When I first looked at them, I had mistaken them for an early form of locking tuner, but they are instead a quick winding system for faster string changes. That said, the process they used for holding the string in place when you wind them on is not a million miles away from the basic concept employed for locking tuners. Technology evolves naturally over time, and while this design is a bit of a cul-de-sac in terms of modern technology, it does have a lot of similar mechanical elements. Also of note, these tuners have the worm to the neck side of the gear, which was common at the time, but by the 1930s had almost completely disappeared from the marketplace. This has no real mechanical consequence, but it can make a set of older gears hard to replace. My customer and I went back and forth about replacing the tuners, as they are very old, pretty fragile, and noticeably worn. I was pretty worried about their durability, but in the end I could not find a replacement tuner which would fit properly, and upon further inspection I became more comfortable with the stability of the sleeves on these tuners. The bridge pin holes were drilled, reamed, and chamfered, and the bridge then got some string ramps. The top of the guitar had pulled up a bit more than expected under string tension, which meant the saddle ended up pretty low, so the ramps were necessary to get as much break angle over the saddle as desired. Then it is time to string it up and start finalizing the setup. At this point, I bring the nut slots to within about 1/1000th of final depth, finish shaping and polishing the nut, and do the final adjustments to the slots. The fingerboard is cleaned by scraping with a razor blade and then oiled. I usually use lemon oil for this, but for the first treatment on vintage guitars, I like to use boiled linseed oil. This is likely what would have been used on the fingerboard when the guitar was originally made, and it gives a certain patina I feel looks really good on old guitars. If you would like to hear what this guitar sounds like in the end, you can check out my final playthrough of Stephen Foster's 1854 song, Hard Times Come Again No More. Thank you to everybody who helped my channel get over 1,000 subscribers last weekend. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment with any questions about my work. We have t-shirts on our website and can do same-day setups on Saturdays. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and enjoy your guitar.